of this fountain pen. The Lamy Safari is this little guy right here, which is made out of the ABS plastic, but also you've got the Lamy All-Star, which is spelled like that. And basically the only thing that the All-Star is, it's the same pen, the same ink, same everything, except it's made out of aluminum instead of plastic. So it's steel and it's heavier. And then you also got the Lamy Vista, which is essentially the same as the aforementioned two pens, but it's see-through clear plastic, so you can see how much ink you have left. Now, I will admit that I'm not a very big fan of the looks of the Vista. I don't think it's necessary to have see-through plastic. I mean, if you want to see how much ink you have left, you can look in that little window there where my thumb is at, or you can just unscrew the pen itself. Now, one thing I want to mention is, with this pen, what's pretty cool is you can you unscrew it, and this is the cartridge right here. I'll go ahead and take it out for you. Hopefully, it won't leak. It says Lamy on it, and then you'll see that it says Germany. Now, German products are very, very good quality. I mean, you know, like, and just for an example, I can attest to this. BMW. Mercedes-Benz, German products. Very, very good quality. Now, what's cool about this pen is, so you can opt for the these cartridges here, the Lamy T10 cartridge, as it's called. Or, if you want to use bottled ink, you can opt for the Z24 converter. But what you have to do with that is you have to dip the pen into the bottled ink, which will make a mess, and then you have this little converter thing, and you have to twist the top, and it'll pump the ink like so into the cartridge. So, and then you get a bunch of mess on your hands. So actually, the cartridge really is the best way to go as far as the ink. But if you want, you know, a little nostalgia and want to use bottled ink, you know, that option is available. And I am thinking about maybe giving the Z24 cartridge a try. But my mom says she will have an absolute fit if I get ink everywhere. But anyway, and I will admit that the ink has gotten even smoother as I've written. I think even with regular ballpoint and roller ball and gel pens, the tip does feel a little rough at first. It's got kind of what am I trying to say? A real rough kind of feeling to it. It's scratchy. Scratchy is the word. But as you write with it, it does get a lot smoother. And I will also admit that I cannot wait to try the different pen tips. I don't think I'm going to try the extra fine, because the extra fine is a little bit too fine a tip. But am I going to try the medium and the broad? Yes. Also, I almost forgot to mention this. Lamy also, if you want to do calligraphy and or italics, they also have an italic line of points. You got the see, these are the tips that you get. I'll go ahead and write them down for you. There's the EF for extra fine. And then you got the F, which is fine, which is the one that I am currently using, as I noted. The next step up is medium. Now, I have seen videos taken with the medium point of a Lamy. I honestly can't really tell that much difference. I don't know if I don't know if that's necessarily true, or if that's just because the I don't know if it's the YouTube compression or the way the light is, but anyway, the next step up in the regular point is broad, or B. Now the broad point, one thing that should be noted about it is that it's probably not very good for lefties, because the broad point is a very, very wet ink line. The bigger the ink lines get, the wetter the ink is, because it's letting out more ink. Now for the italic style, you got 1.1, which is the smallest, and then you got 1.5, which is the, I guess you could call it medium point, even though it's nothing like a medium point. And then you got the 1.9, which is the largest. And the 1.9 is a very, very wide line. But I have to admit that this fine point really is a nice pen. And it's kind of a light blue color, really. It's not a baby blue. It's almost like a sky blue, really. But it looks really pretty. I'm actually using my train counter right now as an example. But anyway, but it really is a good pen, and anybody that likes to collect pens like I do should really have this in their collection. I mean, if you don't have this in your collection, buy it. It's worth the $30 or $40 some dollars. Anyway, so there you go, and I'm just going to go ahead and write this. And have a very Merry Christmas. Again, this has been Joey with the Lamy Safari Fine Point Ballpoint Pen, blue ink, in charcoal. Buy yours today. Merry Christmas.